So don't worry about me, all right? Don't worry about me. I just said
they're studying the possible wage subsidy service connection. All right. Well, Secretary Roque, I personally want to thank you for taking our call this morning. I know that you just took your oath at 7 in the morning. So for the team, for Secretary Roque, anything you want to add? I think, well, I can't ask you much more because clearly you are deserving it. I understand. Today is your first press conference, and it's going to be a big one coming from last night's cabinet meeting. Last word, Secretary Roque, anything you want to add before we go?
Well, I decided to come back to this old role because I
spokesperson Harry Roque yan.
To people information and habits, but I think that I would endorse the idea of public debate on issues affecting people's lives. And it is in that general context that I may assume this old post, and I look forward to working with the media and the Filipino people once again. And thank you, of course, President, for this new opportunity to give service to the nation.
All right. Well, Secretary Roque, I personally want to thank you for taking our call this morning. I know that you just took your oath at 7 in the morning. So for the team actually to call you and for you to set up Zoom, it's much appreciated. And we wish you luck and God bless you, and we do hope you do a good job. So thank you so much, Secretary Roque, for today. Thank you. And good luck later.
Thank you, Karen.
All right.
Good morning.
All right. So what can you say about that?
Huh? I did not hear what he says about you.
No, he was trying to say that I was there. They're going to file a case against me regarding doing some chaos in order to make some commotions or any public. That's basically what they're trying to say. That I was trying to invite everybody in order to make war or whatever. But the reason why I did that before, because of the fact that my subject matter was about the proper distribution of goods and the proper distribution of the financial support. So I was referring to the financial support, you know. It's like the corruption, di ba? Di ba siya na rin nagsabi si President by that time that if you know somebody who is really trying to be in, you know, who is not really just trying to distribute properly about the funds, so of course you have to report, you have to make sure na walang mangyayaring ganon. And that was the reason, that was my intention na nung sinabi ko let's go there para at least suportahan natin si because of the fact that she was really doing her best in order to get some funds and in order to get some relief goods or any donation coming from private sectors and coming from other sources para at least matulungan ng gobyerno. Yun ang ibig sabihin, na ilaban natin, suportahan natin. I was referring to what she was doing, and in fact it was the government, it was actually the president who was giving her some credit of doing so. Yun ang ibig kong sabihin by the time when I said that let's go and support her, meaning let's go and support her at the hikain because of her leading, you know, of the way she was leading everyone, na instead sana na magdadada, okay, instead of giving some diba, yung katulad yung mga iba na they are just complaining. So instead of her giving some complaints regarding what she was doing, she was just doing it herself, you know, with no hesitation. Yun ang gusto kong ibig sabihin, iparating noon, na kailangan lumabas tayo doon at suportahan natin kung ano yung ginagawa niya. I was referring to going out there and getting some support from other private sectors. So I didn't go there and wage some war. I didn't go out there and in order to convince everybody and or to make a commotion or in order to make some chaos, just like what what President spokesperson Harry Roque has been saying regarding kung ano daw yung pwede nilang ikaso sa akin. So as far as I know, I didn't create any chaos. I didn't create any rebellion. I didn't even incite anything that could actually force any other people in order to get out there and wage war against the government. That's
All right.
exactly.
So, okay, in regarding to that case,
Yeah.
there's no even happening what you have said. It is only a verbal in a social media for what you're saying. It did not even happen. So there is no such case to be filed against you because you are not a rebellion. You did not gather the people to be against the administration. Did you do that?
No, I didn't. I didn't have the power to do so. I didn't go out there because the fact that it's a
That's
lockdown.
why-
First of all, it
that's
is
why I'm
locked
trying
down.
to tell you.
Secondly,
You are not a
I don't have the
criminal.
power to do that.
You are not. That's why I'm telling you. You are not a criminal. You are
I
not
didn't
the
do any
leader of the
crime.
rebellion. Alright, and you do not have any experience to be in jail.
I never
You
done.
did
I've
not
never
do
done any crime.
offense.
And as a matter of fact, I was the one, for the previous years, I've been attacked. I was the one personally attacked emotionally.
So, whoever will say that you have a case against to it, profanity and cursing to whoever is not protected by the Constitution.
And if that's gonna be the
Under
case,
the
then
law
of course, because the president has been using from time to time, as a part of his personality, right?
That is
So,
true.
so I am sure
And
that,
whatsoever-
that is not the case that they are giving me in. They're putting me a case
It
into
is a very
sedition,
weak-
which is I know I've never done any seditious things.
It's very weak case. There's no such case. You are not a rebellion. You did not create a rebellious against the administration.
Yeah, and that's also the reason why I was actually willing to go to jail, and of course, it's my right to get my attorneys as well in order to make sure that we still exercise our human rights, we still exercise our constitutional rights.
You did not violate the boundaries of limitation under the Constitution of freedom of speech, freedoms of expression.
Okay.
When the freedom of expression is applied is when the person is angry, you could say anything you want. And it is not protected by the Constitution.
Yeah, and that's the reason why I've already said anyway my piece in terms of asking for an apology at the time during my first video. And I just made my second video again saying that if I really have to go to jail, if I really had to go and kneel down my knees in order to ask some forgiveness again and ask for an apology or whatever they want me to do, I will do that. I was willing to do that. If they're going to put me in jail because of I have said those against the government, then well, at least I still have the capacity to understand what is the law or what is sedition is all about. But that doesn't mean that if I have said, it doesn't mean that if I had made my peace, if I had already asked my apology, that doesn't mean that the sedition matter, that the sedition that they are claiming that is the one that I have committed, well, that doesn't mean that I am actually, that I am admitting that I have done the crime.
Is at this time, especially this COVID-19, is the Manila or Luzon is under the martial law? Answer me.
I'm not really sure if it's
time.
No, it's not under martial law. At this point, it's just they're just giving some limitations in terms of they have made a quarantine law. That's all as far as I'm concerned. That's all they have. They have done, and that's what they're actually trying to implement to everywhere right now throughout the Philippines. But I don't think they have already implemented martial law.
All right. So if there is no martial law and you did not create any rebellion or rebellious against the administration, there is no such case against you.
Okay, I
Because
didn't.
the words you just said, It is only a social media that you are just trying to find out what's happening to all that distribution of that 5 to 8,000 pesos to be given to each individual are listed of 81 million people.
No, it's not
And you
81
have
million,
rights
18,000,
to
81 million actually.
No,
18 million, 18 million as a matter of fact. So that 270 billion pesos, they were just willing to distribute to 18 million pesos. And of course, by the time that I was already trying to realize that the reality is they were not giving some support to all of us, you know, just like what they have already mentioned there, because it's been mentioned by Cayetano that all those people with no work, no pay, they're gonna be entitled also for the government support. But the reality really, it really existed totally, in, it wasn't coincidental to what they have said. And that was the reason why I really had to speak out, because people has been telling me that, if it's okay if you go and speak out to the government, especially about the distribution of funds, especially to the distribution of the relief goods, why is it that other places they're distributing more than other places as well, than other barangays? So, and that's the reason why I really had to go there. And as soon as I have gathered all the informations and all the explanations, well, I didn't complain any further. I didn't do any commotion, any complaint. I didn't do anything that could actually go against the government. Just right after I have heard all the explanations. And of course, because the media, the vloggers, they have already manipulated the system, and they kept on repeating that part only without having to put all my statements. Where is the main reason? Saan nagugat, di ba? They should have put all my statements right there, because it's really very unfair that pinagpipistahan lang nila kung ano lang yung pagmumura ko. Pinagpipistahan lang nila kung ano yung part na ako ay nagsesentimiento, which is not really right. Hindi nabigyan ng hustisya.
Also, do you know those people who took your video without your consent, without your permission?
They are already all over the YouTube. They're already all over the YouTube, and that's my property.
So,
and they didn't have to ask me some permissions. They have just uploaded them, and now they are using them as instruments in order to sabotage me. And now that's going to be an instrument for me subjected to jail and subjected for crucifixion.
Okay, those people who use your video, it is violating what is the that is your property.
Yeah.
That is the cybercrime.
Yes, and of course, considering the fact also that if I'm going to gather all these malicious statements against me, personal attacks or whatever, that had already caused me into this kind of situation right now, that I'm already in a situation where I am now in this, whatever you can consider it, emotional or whatever attacks,
And then
I also have the right also to claim also, what is needed to be done.
You can call the administration of Facebook, YouTube. They will be able to help you. If they did not help you, you can sue the YouTube, you can sue the Facebook, because that is against the law. Somebody is stealing and using your property without your permission.
Yeah, I know that.
They have to understand that.
Yes, I know it all along. Yeah.
Anyone use your property without your permission, it is violating a cybercrime in the social media.
Yeah, because they've been the ones already. Yes.
And another thing, under the Constitution of freedom of speech and freedom freedoms of expression.
I understand,
Profanity,
yes.
cursing, that is not protected by the Constitution.
I understand
You have
my
no
rights,
right
yes.
to say anything, but you can say so. It is not protected by the Constitution. You did not violate the limitations. All right? And then also, many people who uses your property is against the law without your permission. You have to remember that. And the other thing, there is no case to be filed against you. Number one, you are not a rebellion.
Well, they're saying that I am inciting a rebellion.
No.
Well, I mean, for me,
rebellion.
for example, is it inciting for a rebellion? Well, in fact, that it's my right in order to for example, to express my sentiments because of the fact that every action, for example, especially those distribution of the relief goods, because all I was really claiming was how come up to now it's been 1 month already and there's no relief goods going to the rest of the people. See, I was just making the sentiments, and that's the reason why I was really very, very emotional in terms of expressing it.
So stop. Do they have a proven that you are connected with the rebellion group?
No, I'm not even connected to Lenny Robredo. I'm not even connected to any other part of the opposition. No, I'm not connected. They cannot even prove anything that they said that, they've been accusing me also that somebody right there on the part of Lenny Robredo or on the part of the Dalawan, they've been saying that I have been paid. See, that itself is already against me. That itself is already something that they were trying to sabotage me. And they cannot even prove anything. And I've even bet them. I said, I'm encouraging anybody who can prove, who can give any proof that they have paid me.
If they can prove that, so you can file a case against them.
Oh, definitely. I can always search everyone who've been accusing me that I was getting paid by the opposite.
And
they don't even have any single evidence that I am even connected to Robredo. I am connected to anybody who's actually connected to that party. Because for me, I've been always supporting the president ever since. Eto lang yung pagkataon na in-express ko yung aking sentiments, and now they're accusing me of being connected to other parties.
Let me ask you the question. Are you connected with any rebellion group?
No.
Like New People's Army?
No. I've always been supporting the president. I can prove it through my YouTube channel right there. I got lots of video clips right there that I have been supporting all the programs of the president. Nothing else. I've never been supporting any other group. No.
So there is no case to file against you.
Thank you.
And remember, they have to investigate who you are.
Exactly.
Do you have a crime previously?
Nothing.
Did you have any contempt against you by the government before?
No, nothing.
All right. And you are not a rebel.
I am not. I've never been a rebel in my life. I've been, but at least I can give them I can gather all. They can actually go back to my YouTube channel. They can gather all the evidences that I have been supporting the president ever since and until now. Even my current or even my latest, I was trying to even protect him against that person who's been trying to say a lot of bad things against the president. That person from the OFW from Taiwan. Right there, that's an evidence na kahit nagmura ako lately, but I'm still doing my right in order to protect the president. If they're going to put me to jail by protecting him, and just by doing, kung ano man yung nangyari dahil talagang minanipulate ng media, minanipulate ng vloggers para idiin ngayon ang president o para idiin kung sino-sino yung mga sumusuporta sa president, especially of course the spokesperson Harry Roque. Yes, especially him, kung sino nag-udyok sa kanya na bigyan ako na I am willing to face the consequences, I am willing to be put to jail, I am willing to kneel down to the president dahil nakapagsalita ako ng pagmumura sa kanya, I am willing to do that. But if there is a case against me that I really have to go to court in order to face it, I am willing. Kaya ipaghanda mo na kung sino mga kakilala mong mga lawyers dyan na willing to support, and of course in order to handle my case.
It is a better way.
Okay? But in case that they are going to give a case against me, please ihanda mo na kung sino yung mga lawyers dyan na willing to stand, because meron pa rin tayo naman na constitutional mga laws, di ba? So kailangan pa rin yun ang masunod kung talagang may exercise pa rin natin kung ano yung mga constitutional laws right there na na-establish sa ating constitution.
Is that a constitutional law international by human rights?
Well, ibabasa na lang nila later on kung ano yung nandito sa Philippine Constitution natin.
2012. You can look into that.
Okay, please. Okay? So, trabaho na yan ng lawyers later on. Basta ako, I am willing to go and face kung ano yung nagiging action ko. I'm willing to face the consequences. I am willing to go to jail if that would be the case. But if there is a law na magsasabi talaga na ako talaga ay lumabag sa batas, ako ay, let the law, okay? Let the law handle it. And let my lawyer handle it.
There is always a due process of the law.
Okay, that's good. Pero kung basta-basta na lang nila akong hugutin dito without even having to na magfa-file or whatever, I mean, it's gonna be on theirs, diba? That's gonna be under kung ano yung gagawin talaga nila. Hindi ako magtatago, hindi ako magsasalita against them. Let them just do whatever they can, because I am really willing to face the consequences kung ano man yung naging action ko.
No.
And of course, may batas tayo.
Before they can put you in jail, they have to summon you. They have to send you a subpoena. And what is stated in the subpoena? What is the case against you? That's the time you would have the lawyer to protect you under the human rights protection. There is always a due process no matter what, and there is no such case to be filed.
Well, according to what's been forwarded to me as a message that they're pretending that it's coming from NBI, they had said that I just have to wait. The other day, I just had to wait the other day, and they're coming and get me right away without having to give me any summons, without having to give me any whatever, without having for them to, without having for them to follow what is due process of law. They're just gonna get me right away. They said, okay, humanda ka na lang dyan, huhugutin ka na lang anytime.
No, they are not following the due process of the law. They will do that. There is always a due process of the law.
Yeah, I
If they
understand.
take you without the summons, without serving the summons, it is illegal by
Okay.
law.
Okay.
It is illegal to arrest you without any summons, without any search warrant,
Okay.
without any warrant.
Warrant of arrest.
Yeah. They will search you though. There's always a search warrant and warrant of arrest. Why I said search warrant? They have to search your place because whatever they said as sedition.
Kailangan may mga sila. Kailangan meron silang mga kailangan meron silang mga proof talaga na I was citing a rebellion case right here.
That's why
Na
I
kailangan, kahit halugugin nila sa interong Pilipinas, interong mundo, interong internet, wala akong communication citing for a rebellion to anybody else.
They have to do a search warrant, and after that they will send you the summons, and after that a warrant of arrest, and after that they will explain to you what is the case. But in your situation, I did not see anything what you have done against the administration. You did not put any numbers of people to be against to the government.
Because sedition, it involves 2 or more people. I'm just alone by myself. But they're saying inciting daw, inciting a sedition, yun daw.
Inciting and sedition.
Oh.
If you
Na
are
nagpaplano daw ako,
gathering
parang
the
ganon.
people, more than 1 to 10 people to be against the administration, and if they prove that, that is the case. But
Okay.
if they cannot prove that, there is no case.
Okay. Well, they cannot prove it because they cannot find any proof that I have made any such thing that is against the government.
Okay. And the due process also, before they can get you, they will research you to your barangay.
Okay.
Who you are.
Okay.
What is the residency of you there in your barangay?
Okay. Well, at least
And
they
also
can
you're
actually
paying your tax.
yeah, and at least they can actually prove that when I've been there to the barangay in order to question everything that are needed to be questioned in terms of the distribution of the relief goods and in terms of the distribution of the funds, well, at least they knew that I was really very, very respectful, and the fact that they have even asked me na sana ikaw na lang ang tutulong sa amin para mag-explain, and I have done it, and they have all my live videos in order to prove it.
Okay. So, what I see in the video, whatever you said, you're getting mad, and that is yourself.
Okay.
And everybody can be mad into the reason. In everything, in any cases, in any matter can be, there is some anger to explore what you feel, and that is your right into the human rights law.
Exactly. And as a matter of fact, I have actually posted something right there that is actually being said by President na kung meron kayong alam na parang hindi ko ginawang tama, okay? Do not hesitate to attack me, to question me,
Okay.
or kung ano yung nandyan, na-post ko yun eh. I got it from yung post mismo ni Kuya Frank Villanueva.
Listen, this is the word. This is a different story. If you say to somebody, fuck you, I will kill you, that is the case. Did you say that?
No.
Alright? So like I said again, go back. Parsing, profanity is not protected. But if you say the word profanity with killing,
No.
that is the case.
No.
Alright?
And I don't have the right to say that. I don't have the intention to say that. All I've just said is let's go and support Leni Robredo because of what she's doing, because she's actually setting a good example in terms of going out there and getting some other private sectors in order to be able to get some funds, in order to be able some support. And even the government, even the president himself, he's given her a credit. And by the time that somebody was asking and questioning that she should be there and be subjected for an explanation, and then mismo si presidente nga mismo ang nagsabi na parang siya pa nga ang nagmura o kaya nakapagsalita ng against that person na nagsabi na bakit, ano bang ginawa niya masama. So meaning to say, kung nagawa ko na binigyan ng support kung ano yung ginagawa ni Vice President Leni Robredo, bakit ngayon mismo si President mismo ang nagsabi na it's okay, kaya nga siya mismo yung nagmura o kaya siya mismo yung nagsabon doon sa tao na
let me ask you something. Who is Leni Robredo in the country?
She's the vice president.
So he has right to perform in her duty to help the community.
Exactly. And
Is that
due to her leadership at the time, trying to make some, some resources, or trying to make some goods, or trying to make some more funds in order to go out there and to be able to help the Filipinos. And that was the reason why I said, tulungan natin siya. Oh, is that a crime?
No. Okay, let me ask you. Leni Robredo is the second highest leader in the country. Is that right?
Yes.
And she have right to perform her duty as a vice president to help the country.
Yes. Pero ngayon, ang subject matter is me. Na sinabi ko daw na suportahan natin siya.
Alright.
Okay, so that's the subject matter. Me saying na suportahan natin siya. So I was referring to what she was doing, going out there, trying to get more sponsors, trying to get more donations, trying to get more help in order na mapakain itong mga nagugutom. Nothing else.
Okay.
And when I said na let's go and yung sinabi ko na yung paglaban sa corruption. Kasi ang subject matter napakasimple, about nga doon sa funds, about sa relief goods, wala nang iba. This is not about trying to stop anybody from going to an election or trying to, yun ang sedition.
Alright, so here, let me ask you something. You are a concerned citizen of the country.
Exactly.
And you are trying to help the second highest leader to perform her duty into the right move.
Yes, exactly.
And there is no happening. Even you have said, is nothing have done.
No, because I couldn't go out there. I couldn't go out there. Plus, I don't have any intention
so there is no non-inciting sedition to be filed against you.
Exactly. Thank you.
That's very clear.
Okay, thank you so much. Yun lang ang gusto ko talaga malaman nila para at least alam din nila na alam ko kung ano yung law. That doesn't mean when I was asking for iba yun eh. Iba yun yung bilang mamamayang na bilang itinuring kong ama, bilang ako yung anak. And that's the reason why sabi ko kahit ngayon din pupunta ako, luluhod ako, sasabihin ko sorry nakapagmura ako presidente. But in terms kung ano yung sedition na inaano nila sa akin, and I'm sure na meron naman akong karapatan, siguro naman na para ilaban ko rin kung ano yung karapatan ko na hindi ako may karapatan din na ilaban ko yung sarili ko, na sabihin ko na hindi po ako lumabag sa batas natin in terms of kung ano yung sinasampal nilang sedition sa akin. Karapatan ko yun eh.
Alright. Every citizen has right into the law of human rights. I want everybody to understand. Each and every one citizen has rights under the law of human rights.
Exactly.
Do you understand that?
Yes, exactly. Kaya nga mismo yung mga nagsasabi sa akin na porke ako ay humingi na ng tawad, and then they want me to napagsalitaan daw lahat yung mga artista para at ibabas ko daw sila, ifo-force ko daw sila na sumang-ayon sa presidente, mga ano to, di ba? I mean, tama na they are trying to protect the president, but in a way na unlawful. No, I'm not going to do that. Unlawful yun. Na ipuperta sa ako sila para no. Tama na yung ako mismo ay talagang I've been convinced talaga. Well, hindi na convinced because it's been a long time. I've been trying to protect the president. I've been trying to support his programs, and they can see. I got all the evidences right there on YouTube. Pero kung ako yung gagamitin nila para sabihin nila na kailangan daw i-bash ko lahat yung mga against sa president, no, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not going to do an unlawful act.
Let me ask you. tell you, your decision is yours.
Yeah.
You will not follow what is the other decisions for you to be followed.
Exactly.
You are in the state of your own mind.
Yes, exactly. I have
By
my own
law.
decision. Yeah.
It's,
I
if
cannot be
someone
controlled,
force
neither
you-
manipulated by anybody else in order to do some illegal acts. No.
If someone force you to do anything against to your will, it is against the law.
Yes.
And it's against your will.
Yes.
Okay? And besides, you are in your state of mind that you are clearly, that you are not against to the administration.
Exactly. And I got all the proof right there. I got all the proof ever since.
Case,
They couldn't find any other way.
now there is no case to be filed against you. I will repeat this again. You did not violate the law. Your only cursing profanity is not protected by the Constitution.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
So very well said. At least that was just the main reason why I have made out this statement right now. Okay. Because right now I had put you in live, and then of course I just want them to understand that although I have made my apology, I had made my my statement asking sorry, and then I've made my statement saying that if I really need to go there and kneel down to the president, I stick to that statement. But if I would be going to jail of the fact that I was actually accused of something that I've never done, I was accused of a crime that I didn't commit, and then that's the thing that I am really willing to go, and at least I want the law to take care of it.
If you would have a case, if you will do the defamation, a false statement.
I didn't do any false statement either, because citing your freedom, your freedom to say that, and of course because I had all the right to say that why is it that I am not being treated fairly right here in terms of, while in fact it was them who had already put it right there, and then now they were not the ones who are actually putting them in reality. So of course I had all the rights to give out my sentiment.
Okay, and I'm telling you from this time, I would like you to take all those people who steal your property and uses it against you. That
Exactly. I have them all on YouTube. It was not fair. It was not fair that they've only put the part where I was cursing and stuff like that. They should have put all the statements from the start until the end in order to justify my statements, in order to justify my sentiments. But they didn't do it. All they had to put is just the last part saying that, I was cursing the president and stuff like that, which is not right, which is not really fair. Because right now, they're using it against me in order to go to jail.
No, you will not be in jail.
Okay? Thank you.
You are under by the untouchable law.
Okay, thank you.
No problem.
Because I was saying that I am also paying my tax, so it's my right to express my sentiments. Since, it's been also stated there na yung mga no work, no pay. So now, because the reality isn't actually yung mismong factual right now, and that's the also reason why I was actually trying just to voice out my sentiments.
One more question to you for this reality question.
Yeah.
When is the last time you pay your tax?
Well, of course, kailan ba ako lately na na nagkaroon ng very lately na kasi andyan naman ako exposed naman ako sa TV So every time that I even claim my taxes, my talent fees, of course, automatically they automatically deduct already my taxes. And before I can even claim my check, they have to make sure that I can provide them some receipts, some BIR receipts that I am paying my taxes.
Okay.
So hindi ko pwedeng ma-hide. Hindi ako pwedeng mandaya because sila na mismo ang kumukuha ng taxes ko. And of course, since yung mga TV station na yun nasa Quezon City, obviously, they're going to kung saan yung mismong namamahala ng Quezon City. And of course, dahil taga rito ako, so of course, they know that I am paying because before I can even claim my my checks coming from these TV stations, of course, I have to show them that these are my receipts na talagang ako ay may BIR.
Making sure they're submitting your taxes to the IRS.
Yes, for sure.
Alright, so anything else?
Well, at this point, yun lang po ang gusto kong talaga malaman nila na hindi nangangahulugan na yung pag-ask ko po ng apology, hindi nangangailangan na sinabi ko na I'm even willing to kneel down to President Duterte dahil since na itinuring ko na po siya bilang ama at ako po yung isang anak na talagang nagbigay lang naman po ng saloobin ko because alam ko na at that time I was really frustrated the fact na parang unfair yung treatment in terms of kung ano yung nabanggit ni Cayetano na lahat, pati yung no work, no pay, and then the reality is not actually existing, is not being implemented. So karapatan ko po yon na ako ay magkaroon po ng sentimiento, and the mere fact na nung sinabi ko talaga na ako ay sumasang-ayon kung ano yung ginagawa ni Leni Robredo, that was the fact that she was actually doing her best in order to gather some more private sectors in order to provide more relief goods or provide more financial support in terms of all those Filipinos na hindi po nabibigyan pa. At nung sinabi ko na labanan po natin ang I was referring to yung corruption nga dahil mismo yung mga kabarangay ko dito ang nagsabi na pwede ba puntahan mo para at least malaman natin kung nakorrupt nga ba o hindi. But when I went there and asked and they've given me all the necessary answers to my questions, right after that, I didn't make any more complaints. I didn't make any more commotions na sinasabi nila na nag-commotion daw ako in order to wage war. No. And that's something that I wouldn't admit na sinasabi nila na I have committed yung wage war or yung chaos. No. That's something that I would never ever admit na kasalanan ko. Just like what the president spokesperson Harry Roque as stated na iyon mismo ang magiging grounds para sampahan po ako ng sedition. That's something I would never admit.
Listen, I will repeat it again. To be clear, I will repeat this again. Is that happened? You gathered 1 or 10 people to be against the government. Say yes or no.
No.
No case.
Okay, thank you. Yun lang po. Thank you so much.
Alright, so
Alright.
you have a very good evening.
Thank you so much.
No problem.
Okay, so yun po yung aking friend. Walang iba kundi si oh, sorry. I was actually walang iba po kundi yung friend ko coming from United States. So, of course, because he's supporting kung ano yung ano ko ngayon, kung ano po yung nangyayari sa ngayon. So, kaya tumawag naman po siya para at least he's trying to ask me kung okay ba ako or he's trying to ask kung ano ba yung ano ko ngayon, kung ano yung lagay ko. And that's the reason why he also gave his statements, gave his as his comfort to me na meron naman po tayong gobyerno, meron naman po tayong batas at meron naman po tayong mga judge na sila po later on ang mag-gather po ng mga kailangan pong i-gather para po mabigyan po ng hustisya kung ano po yung rights ko din bilang mamamayan. And then kung meron po silang makita na talagang I have actually committed as a crime against the government, katulad po yung sinasabi nila na sedition or inciting sedition, well, wala po akong background in terms of rebellion, wala po akong background in terms of kung ano po yung chaos na sinasabi po ng ating president spokesperson, na yun po yung magiging grounds para ako po ay sampahan po ng sinasabi lang sedition. And of course, just like I said, paulit-ulit kong sinasabi na alam ko po na hindi po maganda yung pagmumura ko or whatever, but it is just a matter of me giving out my sentiments because of my frustrations. At kung kinakailangan po talaga na ako po mismo ay luluhod sa ating presidente bilang ama at ako po yung anak, gagawin ko po yun. Pero kung ano man po yung sinasabi lang grounds po na bibigyan po ako ng kaso, and then I am willing to ask for the support of all the lawyers right there. Kung sino po yung gusto pong sumuporta, well, I am urging your support dahil po sa kailangan naman din po na maisabatas po kung ano yung dapat nating sundin in terms of yung batas, okay? Hindi naman po pwede na dahil po ako ay nakapagsalita po ng ganon at alam ko po naman na meron naman po akong reason at wala naman po ebidensya na I was actually inciting a sedition or a crime that is actually waging war or inaction, na talagang ako ay gumagawa po ng chaos or gumagawa po ng commotion para mag-create po ng trouble or mag-create po talaga ng bloody kung ano man po, kung ano yung nakalatag po doon na magiging grounds in terms of the crime of sedition. Yun lamang po.